this is how good Islam is, right? Because up until this moment, when Charles Oliveira finished Justin Gaethje, he just beat him up and dropped him on the feet and then submitted him on the ground. People were thinking, there's no one that can challenge Charles. Charles is at such an elite level. Islam beats him so soundly that now you're like, I don't even know if it makes sense for Charles to fight him again.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's how good he is.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, Jack. Yes, turn. Yes, I've gone. Yes, I've gone. Okay, I'm stressing. There you go. Yes. Yes. No. Don't destruct me. Oh. Yes. Oh.
Come on.
The little wins. Come on, Jack. Just go. Just go. Just go. Yeah. Angry. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. 1 minute scrap. Yes. Let's go. Yes. That's what. There you go. This is how it should be. Yes. Yes. Wrong.
Joe Rogan has finally spoken out about Islam, Makhachev's devastating victory over Jack Della Maddalena, and the entire MMA world is buzzing. This wasn't just another impressive lightweight performance. It was a message to the whole division. A warning that Islam isn't just the champion. He's evolving into something far more dangerous than anyone imagined. Rogan broke down exactly why Islam looked so terrifying. The moment Jack tried to step forward and force the action, Islam read him perfectly. His timing, distance control, and complete composure made it look as if he had visualized the entire fight long before stepping into the cage, even when Jack managed to land clean shots. Rogan pointed out that Islam never looked shaken for a second. His confidence didn't crack. His rhythm didn't break. He stayed in full control from start to finish.
Yeah, the takedowns became. Now, Jack, according to his coach, was stuck in the mud. He wasn't moving the feet quite as much. And at the end of every round, his coach, and I'm sure they have a great relationship, so they understand each other, should I say. But the coach was just giving him a hard time. He was like, what are you doing, mate? Don't sit there in half guard. Don't do this, don't do that. Come on, you got to fight him. You're stuck in the mud. He was just giving him crap every single time. And Jack, as the fight was going on, he was just looking more and more deflated, dejected, defeated. DC and Rogan were saying that he was grimacing. He was grimacing in pain. I'm sure that some of the elbows and the punches and the calf kicks were all hurting. But I think for the most part, it was just the fact that he couldn't do anything. He was getting taken down. He was getting controlled. He did do a good job of not giving up, okay? Because, listen, Islam is a tremendous fighter, okay? He's got a record now of 28-1. He now ties Anderson Silva for a 16-fight win streak. I still think Anderson's was more impressive because 12 of those 16 fights were title fights, and that is more impressive. And of course, we saw some wild knockouts from Anderson Silva, but still, I'm not taking away from Islam Makhachev. What he's achieved is unbelievable. He's a two-weight division champion. Anderson Silva didn't do that, and he has won 16 in a row, okay? So take a bow. Unbelievable. And it was domination from start to finish. He caught the single leg and then he sweeps the other leg in round one. In round two, he pushes Jack up against the fence. Jack got a little bit too confident.
Let's go!
Islam Makhachev just defeated Jack Della Maddalena in the main event of UFC 322 in the Oh, man. Dominated him by decision. 5 rounds to half guard. What's there not to love, man? Just really riveting stuff. Islam Makhachev wins, dude. Double champ. Not simultaneously. They don't allow that anymore for some reason. But Islam Makhachev defeats Jack Della Maddalena at welterweight. 5 rounds, dominates him. Gets the takedowns, stays on top. I think these were the strike stats. 5 rounds against JDM. 26 significant strikes landed over 25 minutes. Ooh, 19 minutes of control time. 4 for 4 on takedowns, dude. His takedowns were good.
It looked as if Islam absorbed every piece of information in real time and used it against Jack instantly. The MMA world noticed it too. Some fans argued Jack Della Maddalena was simply too small and shouldn't have taken the fight. But others believe the exact opposite, that no one was beating this version of Islam. Makhachev, even top fighters like Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, and Justin Gaethje reacted online, all echoing one message. Islam's ability to break you mentally is what separates him from the rest of the division. Now, the biggest question is about the future of lightweight. If Islam keeps dismantling contenders at this rate, who is actually left to threaten him? Some fans are already calling for him to move up to welterweight and chase double champ status. Others think he should stay at lightweight and build one of the most dominant title reigns we've seen in years.
UFC fighters with Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena.
I think Della is going to get it done.
I cannot go against Makhachev in this one.
I don't know who's going to win this fight, okay? Like right now at this moment, I'm leaning towards Islam.
For me, I'm going to go with Islam Makhachev.
I think Islam, we will see. He's going to use his wrestling more.
I still think Islam should win.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if JDM gets it done.
I would still kind of give the edge to Islam.
So for me, with this one, I think I'm going to pick Islam.
You know what? I'm going to go Jack.
Man, obviously I'm going the underdog, going Jack Della Maddalena.
Islam is going to dethrone Jack Della Maddalena.
I am picking JDM to beat Islam.
No, I'm going to go with Jack Della Maddalena just because of the weight.
I'm leaning towards JDM, but I don't know why.
I think he beats Jack Della Maddalena. I think he finds a submission towards the end of the fight.
I think Islam probably going to win a decision.
I think I'm going to go with Islam.
I will go with Islam Makhachev because of the grappling.
Can I ask you, and we'll shift gears to Islam a little bit now, are you sad we're not seeing Topuria versus Islam?
Yes. Ish, because I'm pumped to see Islam versus Jack. I love that fight for Jack. I want to see Jack get that opportunity. I want to see Jack given the opportunity to really just start like shutting down stars.
Let's talk about, because we'll talk about Pantoja and Kai fronts in a second.
Tried to go for a whizzy kick or a hip throw. Tried to go for a hip throw on Islam Makhachev. What are you doing? You don't do that. He shouldn't be trying to grapple with Islam at all. But of course, he had success against other grapplers in the past. Against Bilal Muhammad, he was able to have some success in the grappling transitions. But of course, Islam Makhachev is the next level. Okay, so he made a big mistake there in trying to go for his own throw, ended up back on the ground, and then in rounds 3, 4, and 5, Islam just timed them perfectly. There was almost no resistance, but there was a lot of resistance on the face of Jack, right? He looked miserable. He looked like he couldn't wait for this fight to end. And I'm not saying that to insult Jack. Far from it. In fact, I'm saying the opposite, because he could have taken the easy way out several times. Islam was trying to finish him. He was trying to get Kimuras. He was trying to get straight arm hooks. He was trying to get the doors multiple times that he's got many other great fighters with, and he was trying to get rear naked chokes, okay? And Jack was tired. Jack was deflated. He was dejected. He was beaten, and he knew it was. He knew he was. And all he could have done was just extend his arm. All he could have done was not resist, okay? But the man was still fighting. He was still trying to get back to his feet. His coach is giving him a hard time in the corner. They're all frustrated with him because, of course, they just want the best for him, but it wasn't meant to be, okay? Islam dominated the fight. It was one-way traffic. It was pretty easy. I don't know if Jack even landed a clean shot. In fact, he did. At the start of the first round, he landed a nice, I think it was a right hand or a left, it doesn't matter. He landed a good clean shot, and he went forward, and he was putting Islam on the back foot.
Joe Rogan also addressed the narrative that Islam Makhachev is boring or one-dimensional. But after a performance like this, those opinions have gone silent. This wasn't a wrestling-heavy fight. It wasn't a slow grind. It was a tactical masterpiece, a flawless mix of timing, precision, power, and elite fight IQ that proved Islam can dominate in every area of MMA. Jack Della Maddalena also deserves respect. He stepped up, took a massive risk, and faced the most dominant champion in the sport, something very few fighters would dare to do. But despite the momentum Jack carried into the cage, Islam showed once again that he is operating on an entirely different level. Now the debate begins. Some fans believe Islam has officially cleaned out the lightweight division and needs a new challenge. Others want to see the Charles Oliveira trilogy or a huge super fight, maybe even against Leon Edwards at welterweight. One thing is certain, after UFC 322, Islam Makhachev has solidified himself as the most dangerous champion in the UFC, and according to Joe Rogan, this might only be the start of a frightening new chapter in his reign.